Good morning, everybody. Now, I know I've been promising you guys a video blog, so here it goes. I am doing it before I go to work, so if I'm late, it is all your fault. Excuse the raspy voice, as I just said. Just woke up. So, my video blog essentially will just depict the truths that I feel, my opinions, nobody else's, which, of course, that's why it's my blog. The topic I want to talk about today is funeral etiquette. Now, I know you're probably thinking, do you need etiquette for a funeral? Of course you do. Because I am sick of going to funerals where people not only make an ass out of themselves, but they tend to always crack me up. Lesson number one when attending a funeral. Now, I know you want to give sympathy cards. That is so gracious of you. Problem is, some of y'all give naked cards. So that's lesson number one. No naked cards. I'm sure you're asking, well, Drica, what is a naked card? A naked card is a sympathy card with no damn money in it. Where's the sympathy? Think about it. How many of you actually read the words of a card? You know they're going to read them during the funeral in the acknowledgement section. So why I got to spend 2 minutes to read it? No, I'm just looking for the money. When I shake the card, if I don't hear nothing, I put that card right back in the back of my car where it's going to stay until I clean it out. I want a card that has money in it. Money is always good for sympathy. Always. So that's your lesson number one. Never go to a funeral with an empty sympathy card. It's naked. It's rude. In conjunction to a sympathy card, let me just say this. I feel as though I'm right, so I'm going to let you guys tell me if I'm wrong or right. I still think I'm right. My grandmother, as many of you may know, she passed away about 3 years ago. And it was very funny that a neighboring friend whose children grew up on the same block as my mother and my aunts promised us to make us pies. Her family owned a restaurant. Now, the sad part is her mother died the next day. Should I still be asking where my pies is? Or is that like, no? Because I feel like that she made me a promise on a Monday. Sorry for your condolences. I'm going to make you guys some pies. Now, the promise came in before her mother's death. Therefore, I should get my damn pies. And I've been waiting 3 years for my pies. Now, my mother said I'm dead wrong and I'm going to hell. But I'm going to ask you guys to respond on the post. Am I right or am I wrong? Should I still get my damn pies? They was promised to my family. I'm part of the family. I want my damn pies. Okay, lesson number 2. Interview your soloist. Now, many of us know when we go to a black funeral, we want to sing to the gods. Send our loved ones to heaven in the right way, although they wasn't living life in the right way, but we trying to send them to heaven in the right way. You see how there's a conflict of interest? But whatever. We let just any old body who tell us they could hold a high note sing at our family's funerals. Stop it. I laugh at people who cannot sing at funerals. Case in point, I want to say 12 years ago, my uncle died and my family had traveled from New Jersey, New Jeru, down to Alabama in the damn country in the sticks where rattlesnakes is your neighbors. And I remember my cousin distinctively saying to us, her husband was going to sing. And he sang in the church and he got a beautiful voice. Now, when the brother stepped up to the podium, I'm thinking he about to blow. Like he was adjusting his tie, and cleared his throat, moved his neck around. I'm thinking we about to get big loofah up in here. No, what we got is a big ass loofah sponge. Okay? This brother was up in there singing something that I ain't even know what the hell he was singing. To a point where my grandmother picked up the hymn book and was covering her face, but the hymn book was upside down. I wished my uncle would have sat up in that casket and tossed his boot at him and told him to sit his ass down. But nonetheless, I didn't interview the soloist, or else that wouldn't happen. So don't be afraid to ask your soloist, can you sing, if you've never heard them sing. Now, if you've heard them sing church choir, step them out of the choir by themselves. Just because you sing in the choir, that don't mean you can sing. I sung in the choir at school. I can't sing a damn lick. I was just an able body. I think they chose me because I was African American. and they needed affirmative action. I don't know, but whatever. Interview your soloist. Don't be afraid to ask your soloist, can you really sing? Please. That's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3, I think, is a very good topic because I see it too much, too many times, and I think it needs to stop. What's with these damn t-shirts? Rest in peace, Pop. Now, from my understanding, you get a t-shirt made when the person has died violently and you want to remember them. It doesn't say that when your uncle, your mama, or your daddy, or your grandfather have a death of natural causes that requires a damn t-shirt. Now, if your granddaddy, God rest his soul, died of old age, okay, man is in his 80s, 90s, or whatever number he didn't hot peak to, why the hell is you getting him a t-shirt like he didn't been slain out in the street? And then you got everybody, even the babies, sitting there talking about we miss you, rest in peace, and you got his prom picture from 1902. Picture ain't even damn recent. Which goes to lesson 3.A. When picking these people's pictures for the damn obituary, it is customary you choose a picture that looks like them now. You don't choose no damn picture when they done died in their 80s and you done found a picture when they like 16. That's not remembering who they is. That was who they was. Who is they now? Okay? Now, if all your pictures is jacked up, that is a personal damn dilemma. Don't be choosing no picture from 1925 when you died in 1999. That's stupid. That's really, really stupid. Okay, lesson number 4. And it is a must. It is a must. When attending a funeral, it is customary that you sit where you are supposed to sit. I get so sick of people who are not family trying to sit with family because they want a good view of the casket closing. They only closing the lid. Like, go in your refrigerator, open your door, close your door. Same thing as closing the casket. Why everybody got to be, ooh girl, look, girl, they closing the casket. Maybe that's because when you close the casket, people fall out. And then when people fall out, their wig fall off. Maybe that could be the humor in it, but people, sit where you designated. Okay? It is my opinion that people don't know how to act when they go to funerals no more. Like, primarily, and this goes to lesson number 4. Did I do lesson 4? I don't know. It's still early in the morning. Y'all keep count for me. Next lesson. When you go into a funeral repast, if you have not brought any food, do not sit there and criticize what is there, because your lazy ass ain't bring nothing. And you probably intentionally didn't bring nothing because you just wanted to eat. Now, see, at my grandmother's funeral, I made sure everybody that came through that damn door, if you came to that repast, I made sure you brought something. You ain't gonna come empty-handed. A funeral is no different than a damn birthday party, people. Now, let's think about this logically. When you go to a birthday party, do you not bring a gift? Do you not bring some type of food, ice, something? A funeral ain't no damn different, except for the birthday person in this case went to a better place. A place where we all strive to go. Because you know some of y'all asses ain't going. And you need to strive a little harder. You know you ain't going to heaven. Your ass is going straight to the lower room. But I will say this. Stop embarrassing yourselves going to these funerals. Okay? Looking hot to the hell mess. And people, we need to stop dressing our dead like they ain't dead. Okay? If I see one more person that got on a fucking turtleneck in the damn coffin, if you didn't die from a broken neck or Freddy Krueger ain't get your ass, why you got your dead in this hot ass turtleneck? It is August outside. Why? Be respectful of the dead. They may be dead, but they can still come haunt the hell out you. I don't know. But I make sure I treat my dead with kindness. Now, lesson number whatever, I hope y'all keep count. People have always said that they want to leave things for the dead in their casket to remember them by. I think that's stupid. Depending on what you're leaving. When my grandmother died, she was always into her lottery tickets and scratch-offs. I overheard somebody say, now they ain't say it to me directly, but I overheard that they was going to put money and scratch-offs in my grandmother's bra. Now, I figured like this. My grandmother died owing me $15. And it is 3 years later. 3 years and a week later, and I still ain't get my $15. Now, you figure with taxes, interest, penalty cost, that's about a lot of damn money now. My $15 has compounded into a very big figure right now. Now, she ain't paid me. God rest her soul, I love her. But I think she died, so she ain't paid my money. But whatever. So my thought is this. When I heard they was putting scratch-offs in her bra, I'm like, well, she ain't getting my $15. Let me go ahead and see if grandma got it. Bam. So when they was about to close the casket, I got up. I fell on her body. Fell on her. I'm like, grandma, no. Oh, wait a minute. Ain't no money. Nothing. Okay. All right. Drop the lid. You know, she ain't had no money. So I told him, hey, drop the lid. Another thing, last point before I go to work for y'all make me late. Grieving. I understand that when a person dies, you feel that emptiness, you feel that loss, you think of, I'll never see them again. Not in the literal sense of you knock on their door, they open, hey, I know that's a figment of your mind, but keep in mind this. For the ones at your funeral that's acting a damn fool, and I mean falling out on caskets, passing out, all this hooting and hollering, trying to outsing the soloists. They sitting there, they can't wrap their mind around nothing. Those are the ones who could have done better. Now, you have some cases where you're just so broken up because you didn't understand it. Like when a child dies, nobody understands that. I don't understand it. As a mother, I never want to see anybody have to bury their child. The only way I can get through things like that is knowing that God has a better plan for them, or they were not fit for this earth. They were too good for this earth. But besides those cases, if the person died natural causes or whatever, and you sitting there, you passing out, in the aisle. You sitting there, you got this big ass church brim on, then blocked everybody's view. You sitting there, your outfit is more decked out and costs more than the casket the person's in it outfit. You doing too damn much. Sit down somewhere. Well, that's it for this episode or video blog of funeral etiquette. Now, my blog, I'm going to try to do a weekly blog, but my next blog is going to be, you ready for it? How cartoons have lied to our youth. That video, depending on if you guys like this one, I may make that one do a little surprise do it this weekend. But y'all gotta request it. Nah, it's gonna come Friday. And y'all already know me and this nut brain of mine. You already know it's gonna be something. I got a whole monologue on why Winnie the Pooh is a damn pedophile. And we gonna talk about that because we parents letting our kids watch this shit. And we don't know that we giving our kids the brain food to go out and do these damn crimes. It's our fault. All right, people. Sayonara. Let me get dressed before I be late and they don't have no job. Them be at your house eating. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Damn video. Okay, the video don't want to stop. That just tells me they want me to keep going, but I'm not. So let me try it again. Bye-bye.